Ladies and gentlemen, we got a juicy one today. DL.Hughley, Officer Tatum, they beefing right now. They going through it. We gotta stop this black on black violence.
They want me back now. Now she go down now. They want me back now. See, I'm getting to the bag now.
They going through it, and because of the Nolan Wells case, I guess DL.Hughley is attacking Officer Tatum because he's doing these interviews, and he's trying to get more insight and trying to really get answers for this Nolan Wells case. And apparently DL.Hughley not having it. Now, why is he not having it? I have no idea. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. DL.Hughley is a clown to me. He's a clown. It's funny because growing up, this man was a serious problem. Like, he was him. I used to love his segments. I used to love his stand-up. You get older and you start to realize who these people really are, man. This man is a clown. This man is a Sambo. 100%. And I'm going to tell you when I realized DL.Hughley was a Sambo. I realized DL.Hughley was a Sambo when he said that Winston Sears needs a hot comb. That's when I said, okay, this man is a Sambo. This man tap dance. This man river dance. That's what he do. He river dances for the Democrat Party. He's in them cotton fields for the Democrat Party. That's where he lives. When he said, now mind you, you could have attacked her policies. You could have attacked, her colleagues. You could have attacked a lot of things. But the first thing you did was attack her hair, but then turn around and thank God for the Crown Act. Thank God for the Crown Act. Oh, yes.
The Crown Act, a law that would ban hair discrimination based on hairstyle and texture. 3 states have already passed their own version, and earlier this month, Montgomery County became the first county in the state to do so.
Black women need to be free with their hair and their natural hair and styles. Thank God for the Crown Act. This man is a Sambo tap dancing, river dancing slave. That's what he is. Okay? That's what he is. The minute he said that, it changed my whole perspective on this man. My whole perspective. Now, going back to the video. Officer Tatum, DL.Hughley, they going at it. All right? And I guess he's mad because Tatum did those interviews and he's heavy at work trying to get answers with the Nolan Wells case, and for some reason, I don't know, it's a problem. All right, let's go over it. Let's cover it. Let's see what's going on.
All right, let's get to DL.Hughley. Look at this sorry big forehead. Need some oil on that freaking canvas he got on top of his head. He need to take his sunglasses off, but he need to have his sunglasses on so he can look at his teleprompter so he can talk trash to me. First of all, DL.Hughley is not on my level. One point in time, DL.Hughley used to be the man. At one point in time, I used to like DL.Hughley and I thought he was funny. Mm-hmm. Now he was not even the top 5 in the Kings of Comedy, in my opinion. But
I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't top 5, but he was good, man. I liked him. Not no more, but he was up there. I disagree with you, I disagree with you, Tatum. But yeah, he was top tier for me.
I thought I respected his game. Just to grow up and realize DL.Hughley is a simp and he's a beta and he's a crybaby, allegedly worth $10 million, but he's still crying about the white man every day. And he cried about the white man, yet he worked for white men companies. The one he worked for now is the CEO. I think it's run by black people, but there's also white people in C-suite positions in that company. It's not an all-black company. Blackly black. He's so black that he don't even care about black women enough to not cheat on his wife.
Damn.
He posted a picture of my wife.
Oh yeah.
At least.
Hey, this is juicy. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. I was gonna say, yeah, that's you don't get to people. You don't. There's a line you can't cross to spouses, but if you started it, you can't get mad if there's a retaliation.
At least I ain't cheating when he wasn't even there to protect his children. Then his young daughter gets into a sexual situation with a minor, where they both were minors, and she came to her dad in confidence, her black father, in confidence, and said she was being abused and he didn't believe her. Brother, why you talking about me? I'm finna play the clip for y'all. Why you talking about me? You need to be worried about your own household. And let's put that in position, or put that in perspective. All the drama I just mentioned with his inner family ain't not one of the suspects in that situation white. A white man didn't cheat on your wife. A white man didn't abuse your daughter. A white boy, I'd say. And a white man didn't take the life of your infant child whom you had out of wedlock while you were married. These are all black people doing this. And yet you cry about white people every day of the week.
I ain't gonna lie, he do be crying. He ain't lying about that. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Listen to what this fool said about me, and I'm gonna critique it as we go. Roll it.
This is Brandon Tatum.
Y'all just see what unfunny ex-comedian DL.Hughley just said about me. Posted a picture of me and my wife. To do what? To be a racist? You are the lamest dude.
You know, it's very interesting how he's trying to push a narrative that says because Officer Tatum has a Caucasian wife, he needs to be discredited. I think that is... Hey, I think that's so disrespectful, man. But, hey, man, it is what it is. That's how he feels. I disagree. I just think that it says a lot about your how you really feel. You know what? Let's continue, because man.
In all of comedy, what is more lame than calling yourself the job you used to have? You're not an officer anymore.
Pause.
You were a football.
It's called a moniker. People consider me as Officer Tatum because I became famous as Officer Tatum. And DL.Hughley, that's your stage name. You still going by your stage name, Negro. You ain't even a comedian no more, passing out on stage and stuff. You ain't even funny no more. But you going by DL.Hughley. So people want to consider to call me the Officer Tatum or Officer Tatum. I'm fine with that. It's called a brand. Roll the clip.
A player who failed at being a football player. You didn't make the team, so you became an officer. That wasn't working out, so you became an influencer. You talked about it.
He said, I didn't make the team, or I didn't make it to the NFL. Okay, I don't think that's anything somebody can be sad about. And I'm also glad I don't have CTE either, so it's not all bad. And DL.Hughley, somebody told me you were 5'6" or something.
Yeah.
You would never make it to. You won't even make it to college. You were in high school.
Listen, I'm very pro men. I think it's a real low blow when you start attacking a man's height. So yeah, that I can't agree with you on that, Officer Tatum. Absolutely not. Yeah, it's a low blow. Like I don't do attacking men's height, man. That's ridiculous, man. I don't do that.
Little beta male talking about it. Then I became a cop. What did I do as a cop? I protected black people with my life. DL.Hughley is telling jokes. You better sit your butt down. Let him finish.
Emotion. What is more emotional than this?
The word.
You cried for a white dude who the people didn't even think you worthy to speak at his funeral. You said you wouldn't cry for your son, but you cried for him. That's not
Lies.
emotion?
Time out.
You
Lies. First and foremost, I did cry when Charlie died, and I could have cut the feed off, and so nobody could ever see me
I'm
cry.
not gonna lie, bro. This is
but
so disrespectful.
It was an
Him and Charlie were really close. That's a real low blow, DL. That's a real low blow, cause you know what? I'm not gonna get into that, cause I just think that's just disrespectful. That's really low blow when it comes to him feeling for a friend that passed away. Like, what is that? You cry for a white dude? Like, what does race have to? It's his friend. What does race have to do with anything? Man, y'all really racial, bro. Everything is race with y'all, man. Oh my God.
and so nobody could ever see me cry. But it was an emotional thing. When your friend gets assassinated and
Right.
his neck blows out and there's blood gushing out of his neck
Right.
in front of the world, that's traumatic.
I don't understand.
And he was a good dude. That's why emotions came out. And I was really thinking, the reason I started crying was more about his kids. As soon as I thought about his kid, it just hit me. I thought about his little kids, and it was just sad. He's just a young man in his 30s getting assassinated. But see, y'all fools crying for low-life drug dealers who get killed by the police. At least Charlie was honorable. At least Charlie was a man of God. At least Charlie was blameless. Charlie didn't cheat on his wife like you cheating on your wife. Okay, let him finish.
talked the way Benjamin Crump talked.
I ain't gonna lie. He not lying about that. I ain't gonna lie. That's a fair point. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to get all of this and that. That boy. Hey. He not lying, but that's straight facts. That's straight facts. Facts, city, facts. He not lying about that. That's real, cause that's true.
Just want to blame white folks. And so I go out there because I know that lame Al Sharpton and Mr. I Can't Read Benjamin Crump is just race hustling, y'all.
You talked about how those boys are innocent. You had proof. Now I don't know whether they're innocent or not. I don't know what happened there.
No, for real though. For real. Like, for real. You don't know. Like, so you're not lying. Nah, for real. Fair
But
point.
I know one conversation with a failed football player and a social media influencer is not the predicate. You don't have any toxicology report. You don't have an autopsy report. You talked about black people acting a fool.
Okay, let's get to this. This fool say, I don't know the truth, but you are not a failed dude. I investigated crimes for a living. Okay. And I didn't say they were innocent or guilty. I let them talk, and the evidence that they presented put them in a position where they weren't even there when Nolan died. So what do you think they did? You think they're guilty just because they were his friends? They weren't there. They have video. They have Life 360. They got GPS coordinates. They showed us video of them leaving the island, getting towed out. Testimony from multiple people. They were not there. But you don't care about what happened to Nolan like I do. You just want the white boys to be wrong so it can feed your ego. Roll the clip.
Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that took 31 years and 3 trials to prosecute and find guilty the murder of Medgar Evers. Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that didn't.
You know, it's funny. No one's saying that you're not right. You're right to be suspicious of the past, of what happened in the past, and how you feel about, Mississippi and all the. I 100% agree. 100% agree. But when are we going to move forward? You want to believe Mississippi police, government, whatever. You want to believe them, but then you can't. But then you do when it's convenient for you. It's like help me understand. Like, you could be suspicious, but be suspicious on real accounts and real facts that come out. You know, if it don't make sense, be suspicious. But if you don't know, how are you just suspicious out of nowhere? It don't make no sense to me. But go ahead.
That in 2005 found 215 black people that were dead and buried in a pauper's grave, and nobody knew they were there. Black people are right to talk or to be suspicious of a state that just killed a 1-year-old boy and nobody's being brought to account about. Black people are right to be.
Is he talk? Wait. Is he talking about that situation when there was a woman that left Walmart? Supposedly she was trying to get diapers, but she, you know, they say that she stole or whatever, and I think the cop almost got ran over when they were trying to flee. So he opened fire, and they had the kid in the car. Is that what you're talking about, bro? That's what you're talking about? I swear, bro, these examples be so weak, bro. That's what you're talking about? So it ain't the parents' fault for putting that kid in that situation. Oh, come on now. Come on, DL.
Black people are right to be
Hold on, pause. Roll that back, bro. What did that article say? Roll it back. Play it.
Buried in a pauper's grave and nobody knew they were there. Black people are right to talk or to be suspicious of a state that just killed a 1-year-old.
Pause. I can't read because the letters there. It says involved in a fatal shooting of 1-year-old was once accused of exaggerating. What did it say? Exaggerating threat posed by a car. What's the person up there what's the name above his words? Is that said Miss? Does it say Mississippi cop or Mississippi man?
I think I'm right about this one. Yeah, I think it is that case.
Okay. Let's play it.
Oh boy, and nobody's being brought to.
Oh, Mississippi officer. Yeah, you know the funny thing is, bro, and I probably remember this situation. There is no way in the world that the officer just killed a 1-year-old.
That's what I'm saying.
But this how stupid these Negroes are. You stupid enough to say they just walked and killed a 1-year-old. That's why y'all ain't never gonna be nothing, man.
I mean, that's what I'm talking
about. Any black person, the smart ones like me.
Wait, hold on.
Negroes.
I was making the same argument. Like it's the dude didn't just show up and said, I want to get rid of a black 1-year-old today. Where's my gun? Nah, that's not how it happened, bro. Like these titles, these clickbait, it's just ridiculous at this point, man. It's ridiculous. God.
They killed a black kid and the 1-year-old, nobody know about it. You go and look that up. It probably was an officer involved situation. Matter of fact, look it up for me. 2 things I want y'all to look up for me. How many black people have been murdered by black people in Mississippi in the last 10 years? And then we'll look up some circumstances around this Mississippi officer. And Grant's going to do that for me, and I'll get back to you guys on the rest of it. Roll the clip.
Black people are right to be suspicious of a state that has been poisoning black people with the water since the 1960s. Black people didn't look for this fight. They want justice. All they want is accountability. And if it's those boys, it should be that.
Yeah,
nobody
I agree.
has a predetermined notion. I don't know what happened. But if you're saying that that Al Sharpton and that Benjamin Crump are on one side, you're certainly on the other. You talk to them for 2 days, and now all of a sudden you know if they're guilty. You know if they're innocent. You know that. Your name is.
Time out. I saw video and testimony and GPS, and there y'all see the CTO phone call. All of these things are evidence that they were not there. How do you blame somebody for killing a person when they weren't there when the person died? Nobody's saying nobody guilty, innocent. I don't know what happened. Y'all colored Neanderthals are mad at me because I interviewed somebody.
That's
And
true.
I tried to interview black folks, but they don't want to talk to me. But then I interviewed Tristan, the young black boy, and y'all don't even count him. I guess he's not black enough for y'all. Usually interview white boys. What about the black kid I interviewed? Oh, okay, he don't count. Oh, yeah, I don't want to count him. Okay, because he ain't the right black. He got to be a black man being stupid. All right, let's look at some stats real quick, because DL, Hughley, and these other dumb, ignorant Negroes, low vibration Negroes. This is what it says.
All right, so
And how long? What time period is this?
all right, yeah. All right, so I'm in it right here because we're not gonna go over the stats and all that. That's for another video, another time. I just wanted to focus on the beef that they having, because I think it's very juicy. Stop the black on black violence. We gotta stop that. You stop that. Stop the black on black violence. Nah, but for real, you guys have two different viewpoints, and I understand the back and forth. I understand the hate. I understand why DL has a problem with Tatum, and Tatum has a problem with DL. My thing is, Tatum should have never gotten the heat just for giving those Caucasian boys an interview. Y'all want answers? There you go. What's to be upset about? Tell me. What's to be upset about? So yeah, man, let's hope it doesn't get any complicated than what it is now, or physical than what it is now. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, tell me what you think in the comment below. W2X. See you guys next time.